Hi, my name is Sherley.
And I'm Brandy.
And welcome back to Unspoken Transitions, where we talk about the nuances of adulthood and the challenges that people experience that they don't really talk about. So today's topic is going to be about confidence in style, like what that means, how to do it, how to get started, and how you really should invest in your style so that it affects your confidence in a positive way.
Yes.
So the first question we got is, what's an outfit that you wear that like just brings your confidence through the roof?
Yeah, I was really thinking about this one, and I feel like for me, I remember outfits from my childhood that I would wear, and that is the only thing I wanted to wear. Like, if my parents asked me what I wanted to put on for church, it was that dress. So growing up, I had this white and blue floral dress with yellow on it, and I would only wear it with these tan sandals, giving very much so 90s, early 2000s, okay? But in general, today, I feel really confident when I'm wearing these outfits that are colorful, because I feel as though the colorful colors really pop on my dark skin, melanated skin, and it just looks so good. So the neon yellows, the bright oranges, colors like that, the hot pinks, just the colorful colors, it really brings out some confidence. I know some people are like, I don't want that kind of attention brought up on myself, but I just love the way it complements my skin. I
mean, yeah, neon yellow and orange definitely, like, it just pops on black skin, so I feel you 100%.
So good.
Like, I don't know what it is, but you kind of glow when you wear those colors. Like, you look, I don't know, you get I get the attention thing, but like, it's in a good way. You get all the positive attention and stuff like that. That is so cute. That reminds me of when I was a kid, there was like this white dress with like red roses like across like the waistband, and my mom used to put like red ribbons in my hair and like the white tights and like the red shoes. Girl,
it's always the tight, the bas,
yo, I put that on, I felt like a queen. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is the best
fit
ever.
Anything.
You can't say anything to me. I have like a picture of it. Yeah, I love that fit. I personally always loved red. I love dressing up on Sundays like traditional Haitian churches. Like, you're always gonna wear like the puff sleeves with like, you know, the long dress and everything. Like you said, early 90s, 2000s type like outfits and stuff like that. And I mean, that was like as a kid, so I always loved princess dresses, always loved it, never wanted to stop, but at some point the Haitians wanted to transition me into the pencil skirts and the blazers that I did not really care for. But to get back to the point, an outfit that really makes me like confident and happy is like this sweater set I have. So it's like a pink sweater with like a pink tank top with like a pink mini skirt. It's like all together, came as like as a set like on AliExpress, and I just feel like a black Barbie when I wear it. So like that one brings my confidence up.
I love it.
It's so cute. And then just in general, I love the color red. So like when I wear red, I don't know what it does, but it just brings my confidence up. So like wearing red and wearing like certain like sets always set me up for success.
So. You even got the red lip going.
You gotta do it. I remember I almost didn't do it for my wedding because I was like, oh my gosh, is it too bold? I was like, absolutely not. I gotta do it. I almost did it.
It looked beautiful too.
Girl, thank you.
It was beautiful.
But to get into confidence and everything, so I think a lot of people think like, you know, it's just clothes and stuff like that, but a lot of people don't put into the mindset that like outfits really do affect your confidence and like how you feel about yourself, not even towards other people, because there's this mindset that I don't want to dress up because I don't care about what other people think. And it's like, you know, it's not necessarily for other people. It might catch other people's attention, but it doesn't mean that you're dressing for other people or for their perception of you and everything. So why do you personally dress up?
I dress up because it makes me feel good.
Yes.
That's why I dress up. I dress up because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel very put together and like I can tackle my day. And as much as we try not to act like this is a thing, people do perceive you and take you in depending on how you dress. There are a lot of anecdotal stories of people sharing how, well, when I dress this certain way, these type of people approach me. versus when I dress this type of way, other types of people approach me. So it's also a way to draw people into you, start conversations, things like that. So it's as much as we want to act like dressing up is just putting on clothes, there's so much more depth to it of building relationships, building connections, and your confidence, of course. Exactly.
I think, and it's like a harsh saying, because I would love to say like what you wear doesn't matter. You can just wear whatever you want and do whatever you want to do. I'm also not saying that you have to dress up 24/7, because I was in that mindset for a while and it kind of turned me off to dressing up. But all in all, how you dress is a representation of yourself and the attention you want to bring in everything. So depending on what you wear, you can attract the attention that you want, right? And then you can attract attention that you don't want. And I would love to say that like, oh, you can dress however, and like maybe certain people won't approach you and certain things won't happen, but ultimately it does affect who will or like has the audacity to approach you. Even down to like hairstyles, crazy enough, but like certain hairstyles will attract to certain people and not attract certain people, or put some people on, some people off. And there's a whole spectrum, whether it's like race, whether it's like men, women, so on and so forth. Like it paints a picture of you. So I personally dress up because I just like to show the extension of myself through fashion, and like just, I don't know, it just brings out my creative self when I'm able to like put stuff together and just be like, oh, like this is cute and everything. It just brings out my creative side. So I enjoy dressing up only because like, I don't know, it literally, like you said, it just makes me feel good. And I like just like, you know, being, what is it? There's a sound on TikTok that I use where it was just like, I don't dress up to like get boys' attention. I dress up so that little girls can be like, oh my gosh, I want to look like that when I get. So like that's how I feel. It's just like, yo, I remember seeing people, especially in the early 2000s and everything, with like, you know, their mini skirts, like their jean mini skirt, and their top tops, their crop tops or like tanks, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I definitely want to do this when I get older. So I definitely want to, like, especially in Massachusetts, I don't know about you, I don't be seeing people dress up like that. They don't do it. So
they don't.
And you can pop out, be some inspiration for people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, definitely. And it's fun. I enjoy dressing up. And growing up, I used to play all of these dress up games. I don't know if you remember Stardoll.
I don't know. I heard of it, but I don't think I played it.
You never played Stardoll? Okay, there was this website called Stardoll, and they had a bunch of cartoon celebrities. And you would just dress them up in different styles. And I loved it so much. Or when I used to play Sims, I loved putting together their outfits.
Oh my gosh!
Or even just playing with dolls themselves. I'm just such a girly girl, especially growing up. Just dressing them up, my little Bratz dolls, all of that. I love a cute fit.
Yo, literally same with the I never had Bratz dolls, but I did play with a lot of Barbies, a lot of dolls growing up in general. And then I like told myself I transitioned out of playing with dolls. I don't play with them anymore. Here I am playing Sims, dressing everyone. Like there was a quote I saw, it was just like, yo, everyone who thought they grew out of like dress up and stuff like that, how is Sims going for you? And I was just like, you know,
it's going great, actually.
It's going wonderful with my CC content. Just like, it's a beautiful thing. Like you said, it's just so much fun to like dress up, dress like Sims up, for example. Or I didn't play Stardoll, I played My Scene.
I knew you were gonna say that. I was just thinking that in my head. My Scene, those are the girls.
Like I used to give them the highlights.
Yes, that black girl.
Exactly.
I chose her every time.
Was her name Sasha or was that Brett?
That's Brett. No, I don't remember her name, but I remember her face. She had like curly hair.
Yeah, it was like long curly hair, and it was just like giving Beyonce vibes. And I was like, oh my god, it was great to give them contacts and nail colors. And then there was another game with Barbie. I think it was like Dress Up Baby Chrissy or something like that. Like
Baby Chrissy used to get on my nerves.
What do you mean?
Because the way she would cry. I'm like, girl, I'm trying to take you to the grocery store. Why are you crying?
I don't even remember that. Was that her sister or was that like her kid?
I don't know. You just have to babysit her. Maybe it was her little sister or something. I don't know, but she was just always hungry. I'm like, girl, we're going to the store. You're gonna get a bath. I took that job very seriously. I took Baby Chrissy very seriously.
Yo, I low-key want to go to some throwback websites and like actually.
I gotta find them.
I have to find, because like they were so much fun and like they brought me so much joy.
I know.
Especially, this is like a little bit later on, but did you ever play like Pixie Hollow? with like Tinkerbell and stuff like that. It was like a Tinkerbell related game.
Yeah, on Disney Channel. I played like all the Disney Channel games.
Same.
Like the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody
that
pizza game,
yeah.
and all of that. Me and my sisters, we took it very seriously.
I mean, you kind of had to. I mean, that's all you have to do.
Yeah. We didn't have phones. All we had was, you know, a computer and these games.
Yep, the personal computer where everybody had to.
Yep.
If somebody calls the phone, then the whole thing would just like
Yep.
shut down.
Yep.
Not fun. But otherwise, it was fun.
Yes.
But all in all, I love dressing up for the reasons that we talked about, like which is like fun, creative, putting yourself out there, being an inspiration to others, also an inspiration to yourself.
Yes.
And just keep like leveling up. So
Yeah.
yeah, I love dressing up.
Who's
So,
like your fashion inspo?
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I love this question.
No, he's like, I love this question. My fashion inspo is Nava Rose. She got me, like, I was already into fashion, but in 2020, Nava Rose, she's on TikTok. She's like, yo, I'm 30 something years old. I still dress how I want. Like, cause the mindset, or what I've seen like a recurring trend is like people get married or people hit 30 or they get a little bit older. It's like you're not allowed to dress fun anymore. And now you have to dress just plain and simple now. And you can't like dress it up. And I was just like, this is just unfortunate and sad. And like, I don't want it to be like that. But when she is like in her late 20s, early 30s, and she was just like, no, like I wear a mini skirt with a top. I dress like baby doll style, which is like, you know, the puff sleeve dresses and everything. She's like, yeah, I dress how I want. And like, she does amazing transitions. And like, and she also inspired it because I used to think that I only can dress like one way. Like you only can dress girly, or you only can dress like athletic, or you only can dress like streetwear. You can't mix it up. This girl wears the whole thing, everything. So she was just such an inspiration. I was just like, okay, you're my girl. Like you're my fashion inspo. She like loves K-pop. I don't know. Like she just is just like a fashion icon for me. And I really love that she kind of broke the barrier and wasn't afraid to like just wear what she wants and just is authentically herself and went out there. But how about you?
There's so many people, but for me right now it's Jaleesa Vaughn. She's an Instagram girly. She has 3 kids now, and she has just these cute colorful pieces, and I just love her fashion. And I love to look at mid-size influencers and things like that who have my similar body shape, because a lot of the time I was just looking at people who did not look like me, and I was like, wait, this style does not look the same on me as it does on you. So now it's nice to see more people getting that spotlight. So
I love that, and I love to hear that she has like 3 kids and everything, and she's still dressing how she wants, because there's also this mindset in society where it's like, all right, if you get married and or have kids now, you can't pop off. Like you have to just like,
and you can still have that confidence, and it might look different. She even has a series right now that's like 30 days of dressing my postpartum body.
I love that. That's beautiful.
So it's just nice to see that confidence ooze out of other people too. So
exactly, I really do love that, because you don't see it often. And in society they just say, oh, dress your age, or like whatever that means, like, oh, dress your age, like don't wear these certain things anymore, you're too old for that. But it's funny because when you were younger, you're too young to be dressing this way. When you're like in your 20s, it's like, oh, what are you flaunting? Like stop, like be more humble or conservative or whatever. And then now you're in like your late to like early 30s, and it's like, oh no, you need to like wrap it up, you're too old for that now. So I say all that to say, dress how you want, because at the end of the day, no, society's never going to accept how you're dressing and everything. I think they don't like seeing a confident woman just like owning her fashion. So just dress how you want, because you'll always be put down for one reason or the other. That has nothing to do with you. So
exactly. Speaking of that and societal pressures, how do you feel, especially being Haitian American, feel like culture plays a role in how you dress?
Yeah, 100%. Like I said in like the previous episode, it was like I had to suppress my fashion in a lot of ways. Like I was the type of Haitian girl where I like went out with like jeans and a shirt, but in my little backpack I had my skirt, I had my tank top, I had my jacket, my heels, whatever. And as soon as I got in the car, it's like, oh, shoot,
ready to change.
Exactly, gotta change and then like go. But and people might say like, oh, like, you know, you were able to dress how you want. It was like, no, because there was always this layer of, okay, now I need to dress back, or like how do I wear this in a way that it's easily versatile so I can just like switch it up really quick? Or it suppressed a lot, because now that I'm like out and I'm like dressing how I want and everything, my fashion has evolved tremendously. And there's like a kind of sad layer, because I was kind of thinking, if you allowed me to dress how I wanted when I was like a teenager and stuff like that, who knows where my fashion would be right now? Like, who knows where it would be? So culture affected it significantly, because it was, in Haitian culture, you are representation of your family. So you can have individualism, but you can't have too much individualism, or at least in my experience, because you're an extension of them. If your skirt is too short, then they look bad. If you aren't, your hair is not done, they look bad. And obviously as a child, I get it, but like when you're in your young adulthood and everything, it was kind of just like, yo, why can't I just dress how I want at this point? Like, I'm not saying I'm gonna go out in like a bikini going to Walmart, but it's like, why can't I just dress up? So to answer the question, culture did affect it a lot, because I have to suppress myself, and ultimately it led to me like, I was just in a stagnant place until I was in a spot to wear whatever I wanted without judgment, comments, feedback, so on and so forth. So and it's still evolving. So
It's gonna continue to evolve. For sure.
I didn't think so. I didn't think it would. I was like, I was like, I want to dress like this and I'll be good. And since 2020 and now, two completely
all
different
the time.
things.
It's always reinventing yourself, your fashion, whatever makes you feel. Because what makes you feel confident today might not make you feel confident tomorrow.
That's true.
Yeah.
How has your style evolved like throughout the years?
It's evolved so much. I feel like I'm also trying to explore different avenues when it comes to my fashion and how I want to dress up. And the Haitian culture itself, I know culture has so many elements, but the ethnic part of the culture definitely played a huge role, because of like body shape too. I think it impacted what people, you know, thought of you and things like that. So for example, being thinner, you know, it's like you have to put meat on your bones so that you can look more like a woman and have confidence in that sense, whatever that meant. Or, you know, if you were on the larger side, it's like you need to lose weight so that you can fit into this box of what people think, what the Haitian culture thinks will make you feel confident.
Exactly.
When in reality, you could be either one of those sizes and feel the most confident you've ever been.
Yes.
In what you're wearing. So that's hard in terms of like body shape when it comes to fashion and style. And then with the religious piece of culture, being a PK, I just have had so many people comment on what I wear, comment on my body size, all of that growing up in the Haitian church of, your skirt is way too short. It is at my knees, ma'am. Please. Or I didn't really love wearing bas. Wasn't really a big fan.
So
I was never really a big fan. Maybe, I don't know. I've never been a big fan, and it was very much so, why aren't you wearing bas? You need to wear bas. And I would just, a lot of back and forth and just not wanting to do that. It just wasn't something that I liked or anything like that. And then just in general, I feel like culture plays such a big piece, even socioeconomically too. I don't think people talk about that when it comes to confidence and fashion and style, because I remember growing up, I grew up in a pretty wealthy town where a lot of families were very well off, and my family, of course, God provided. We always had everything that we needed, and at the same time at school, people were wearing things that were just very expensive designer type items that my parents just shared that they just weren't going to spend money on. There were just other things that were more important. So for me, it felt as though in order to be confident, you had to wear those pieces that everyone else was wearing.
I see,
And to be honest, I was rocking fits that were from Burlington Coat Factory, rocking it like it was designers.
Yo.
Yeah.
The way that, I forgot about that piece completely, because nowadays, everything is cute in terms of like wearing dupes and like having different types of outfits like that. But back in the day, like you were looked on with shame and stuff like that.
Right. But why are you wearing baby fat?
So like dupes were not accepted as they were like now that they were in the past. Like in the past, if you wore anything that was not designer brand like on point, no dupes from AliExpress and everything, then like you'd be shamed, put down, and stuff like that too. I'm glad that it's more accepted in society, like just social, economically, where people can wear what they want, whether it's dupes or not. Honestly, they encourage the dupes more because it's just like, why are you spending all this money on like the designer stuff when like they pretty much look the same, and they're honestly these days have the same quality.
Right.
So 100%, like that definitely was like a big layer growing up. So I'm glad that people are past that. And yeah, like it's tough when you want to dress up a certain way and you can't dress that way. Even like moving past the social economic stuff, like let's say that you, like in undergrad, I couldn't dress up like that. Like I didn't have money. I was just in school full time and I didn't have a part-time job. And a lot of the time it was like, okay, I can't dress how I want because like I don't have the money. So it's important to like dress how you want within your means, and it's okay if you need to go to a thrift store to get like your fashion items and stuff like that. I understand that Shein is fast fashion, but if that's what you can afford right now for you to dress and feel good, then I say wear Shein. Do what you need to do. Don't feel like you have to get every sustainable designer brand in order for you to look and feel good when we're in a time where everything is super expensive and stuff like that. So wear what you can. You can look good wearing something that is affordable. In fact, I've seen countless people on YouTube and like Pinterest and stuff like that that are like, yeah, this whole outfit was $10,000, and I was like, $10,000 where? Whereas like other people wear an outfit altogether that's honestly even $80 or like $50, and I'm like, you look better than the person who's just wearing brands to like show that they're wearing brands, but they didn't necessarily style it. So style is unique to each person, and it doesn't have to do with money. Yes, you need money to buy clothes, but it doesn't, having a more expensive outfit does not mean that your outfit looks better than someone else, because I've seen quite the contrary on many occasions. So don't feel bad if you can't afford that designer item or something super expensive, because it doesn't determine how you dress or how you can't dress.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. And switching gears a little bit, when it comes to friendships and style, I feel like there's a lot of overlap in some way, especially when it comes to women in friendships. So to start this off, would you, if you have a good friend of yours and her style and what she's about to wear to go out with you, it just doesn't look right, would you tell her that?
I mean, that's tricky because like
it's her like she feels confident.
Yeah, like
she feels good.
It's her fit. I mean, what I will say is like, okay, here's what I'll call out. If you have like a giant stain on your shirt or something crazy, then I'll be like, hey, you have something on your shirt, it looks whatever. Or I might be like, hey, can I give you a suggestion on your outfit, for example? But I don't necessarily want to interject, because something I don't think is cute, it might be cute to you, whether I think it looks good or not. If you feel confident in that outfit, then like, I don't feel like I can really say anything unless you ask for my opinion. If you ask for my opinion and I don't think it looks right, I'm gonna tell you it don't look right. But at the same time too, that could be a projection of myself and like my style and what I think looks pretty and stuff like that. I think I'm pretty objective when it comes to style, but also I probably have my biases and stuff like that. So I would give it if I was asked, or if there was something that they could change that could easily be fixed, like a stain or a rip or something that they didn't notice before. But outside of that, no.
Yeah.
How about you?
I feel the same way. I think I'll know if a tag is sticking out, or I'll just remove it, or if your collar is messed up. I'll usually do that. I haven't run into too many situations where I've had to say something like that, and I've been on the receiving end of friends or loved ones saying things or commenting on things, which I think are from a good place. Like, full transparency, I've experienced sometimes, you know, I am a thicker girl. So, for example, people being like, oh, well, maybe you should wear shapewear under that. And I'm like, I felt so confident going out right now, but now I'm in my head because you said that. And it's coming from a good place. So I think now I'm starting to be more okay with it. Okay, I feel good regardless of what friends or loved ones might say. I feel really good about what I'm wearing, and I think that's good enough. But I think it's important to be mindful of how we speak to other people and what the intent is behind that. Because usually I think when people aren't trying to knock down your confidence 100%. Per se, they're just trying to elevate your look. Yeah. And sometimes it does take me a while to take that in and be like, okay, I understand where they're coming from. This is a way that I could elevate my look. So I think if it's coming from a good place, or you could put it in a compliment sandwich where you compliment something you really like about the outfit, provide a suggestion for how they can elevate it, and then knock in another compliment. So I think that's a good way to do it. I think it is helpful to support one another, encourage people to step out of their comfort zone with things. Or if someone is just, the style just doesn't align with what they say they're going for, I haven't ran into that experience, but I could see how it could be difficult to be, for example, if someone is trying to dress more modestly and they're wearing something that they've expressed to you is not a route that they want to go under, then maybe it could be a conversation of, hey, I know you mentioned to me that you want to dress in this way. Do you want me to help you look for outfits or stores or things like that where maybe they align with more of what you want and what makes you feel confident, or something like that?
I feel like it's super tricky just because, again, if I'm asked like about, like if someone's trying to dress more modest or maybe was going for a certain aesthetic and they ask for my opinion, I'll give it. But like otherwise,
Unprovoked.
Yeah, like I'm not if someone's coming down the stairs and like they have an outfit and they're feeling good and everything, I'm not gonna be like, we had a conversation about modesty, you're not supposed to be wearing, you know what I'm saying? So unless I'm asked, I'm not gonna say anything. Just like if, like unrelated, but if somebody was like on a diet, for example, and like they're eating something else that's like maybe not on the healthier side, I wouldn't say anything because maybe like that was just like the meal they need to. So I think if asked, I will give advice and feedback for like outfits and everything, but I just think there are there's too many pieces of advice that are just unprovoked, especially when it comes to body shape. Like you can't, like I would never suggest someone to wear like body shapewear? Yeah, I would never.
Shapewear,
yeah, I wouldn't suggest anyone to wear shapewear, or hey, maybe like your stomach's sticking out, maybe you should like, oh, like, or should you really be wearing that? Like I don't believe in commenting on any of that stuff because
neither.
That's their body and like that's what they want to wear, and if they feel confident in what they want to wear, who am I to try to like comment and stuff like that? Because like you were saying, growing up, that happened a lot where it's like I wear something, it's just like, oh well, you shouldn't be showing this, or I'm more curvy at the bottom, so like for most of my life I hated it because of the comments they would make. It's just like, oh, like you're trying to show your butt, it's just like, no, I'm literally just wearing jeans, like, or I'm just wearing the shirt. It's like, oh, now you have to wear a shirt that's like down to your knees because like your butt might be showing or whatever. And it like made me hate my body shape because I'm just like, I just want to wear a dress, bro. Like I just want to wear this dress, I just want to wear this skirt. Like I don't even care about showing off what I have, like, and I never have cared about it. I just like that the fit is cute. So in terms of commenting on like people's bodies and stuff like that, like I always am just like, it's not my business and it's not my place to say so, because people already are hyper aware of their insecurity, so you bringing it out will just knock them down a couple pegs, which is not necessary, which is why I always say excuse me, and why I always say on like my fashion page and stuff like that, if you want to wear something, you just wear it and you do not ask for opinions. If you feel good about something you put on and you are ready and you looked in the mirror and you're like, this looks great, maybe this looks different from what you usually wear, then don't ask for opinions, just go out and wear the fit. Because when you ask for people's opinions, again, they're just gonna tell you what they're used to. Like, oh, I'm used to seeing you wear, like, oh, you sure you want to wear that? Like, oh, this looks kind of X, Y, and Z. Like, you sure about that color? And it's just all projections of like what they think is the best and what they think fashion is, or like what one body shape should wear and what another body shape shouldn't wear and stuff like that. It's just all projection. So
yeah, it's true.
In my opinion, just don't even ask people, don't even ask friends and stuff like that.
Unless people ask you to hold them accountable. I think the only thing that's coming to mind is like, I've had people being like, I want to work on being more modest, for example, and hold me accountable in that sense. I feel like if it's warranted and they ask for that, then sure. And I've also had experiences where I've tried something out of the box and people are like, wow, when I first saw that, I didn't know where you were going with it, but that looks great. Yeah. And I've had a lot of experiences like that. And also on the other end, in college, for example, I was that girl that would dress up to class. It's 8 a.m. I have a beat face, heels on my feet, you know, dress, everything. And people would comment and be like, do you have to dress up every day? Why are you doing that? But I was just so sure of myself that it was like, you can feel that way, but this is what makes me feel confident stepping into the classroom. And it helped me out. So I think it's important to be mindful of that and how we speak to others.
100%. Like, I definitely think that you should, because, like, I mean, you dressing up does not affect them in any way, so why do they feel the need to, like, you know, comment and stuff like that? That's weird.
I don't know. It is weird, and I don't know why people do it, but just be mindful of how you speak to your friends about their outfits. But I will say, if something doesn't match, I will tell my friend, I'll be like, that doesn't match. You need to change those shoes right now. The outfit is cute, but those shoes, they don't go.
I'll be like, yo,
let's find something better. I am that friend, absolutely.
If it's that out of pocket, then I will say something.
Yes,
like,
if it doesn't match, I'm not gonna have you out there looking crazy. I know you don't want that, especially if you look back and you're like, Brandy, why didn't you tell me that I look like that? No, I saw it, and we're gonna change it. We're gonna find something better together.
No, that's real. Yeah. That's real. If it's completely off, like you're wearing an outfit and everything's together, but it's just a piece of item, I might throw a suggestion and be like, yo, like, I think it'll look cuter if you wore like black shoes or whatever the case may be. But if you're adamant on wearing them blue shoes, then do whatever you need to do. I will not. Like, I might like nudge a little bit, like, yo, do you think that maybe these shoes will look better? But if you're just like, no, like, I really wanted to wear the boots, I'm like, okay, yeah, wear the boots, do what you need to do.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way, because why are we vacation on the top, business casual on the bottom? Let's get it together. Let's choose one or the other. So that's me.
It's given 2010s. Yeah.
Can we talk about the 2010s?
Yo, the 2010s were all business casual to the club. Like, the blazer, the pants, I was like, no, the skirts and like
the bump it.
Yo. That was bad.
Listen. So we're just gonna jump right into some tips, some things to keep in mind when it comes to fashion and style and your confidence. So first thing is, when you look good, you feel good. That is a saying that we hear all the time, and it is really, really true. And as a result of that, clothes can really have an impact on your mood and your confidence too. And I used to not want to draw attention to myself, but now I'm at a point in my life where if I do want to dress up to work and everyone else is choosing not to do that, that's okay. If you want to dress up, it's okay if that makes you feel most confident.
100%. And my tips are, like, there's not, like, we're not celebrities, we're not famous and everything, so it's kind of just like you're not gonna have an opportunity to dress up 24/7 all the time. So I say dress up at any opportunity. Like Brandy was saying, she dressed up to class. I encourage you to dress up to class. Like, if you want to dress up to work, maybe everyone is not dressing up, you should dress up to work. So don't wait for a special occasion to wear a nice dress, to like dress up, to dress how you really want, because realistically we don't have a lot of those moments and times where they happen. So just be bold and dress up anywhere. Grocery store, if you want to practice somewhere, for example, you're not like ready to show friends and family, maybe go to a grocery store and dress up. Go to like a basic place and dress up and everything. Walk around the park for a little bit and dress up. So I encourage you to dress up at any and all occasions, because we don't get a lot of those. And take pictures too, because take pictures, please. Memories are so important. And you'll be happy to see how your fashion and style has like transformed and everything. And then finally, I know that you might not even know where to start, so I encourage you to experiment. Create a Pinterest board of just a bunch of inspirational outfits that like really make you excited, make you happy. Just like put all of them together, don't even care about organizing them, and then maybe try some out. Like, want to try streetwear? Try it out, see what happens. And then as you're experimenting and everything, you'll be able to get to a point where you're like, you know what, I like how this type of style looks on me, I'm gonna wear it. Or like, oh, I like how this kind of shirt or outfit looks on me, let me just wear it and go from there. And also at the same time too, like, if you don't have, because I get it, like, I'm not saying to buy all the clothes on Shein and then like throw them in the trash if like they don't match you. I know it's old fashioned these days, but go to the mall and just try on some outfits. If you don't like it, then you don't have to waste your time, essentially. Like, just try on outfits, experiment with what you have, experiment at stores, use the dressing room, and see what makes you light up. You don't need to buy $700 worth of clothes in bulk in order to like start to discover. You can start off small by just getting a shirt that you really liked or you think like really inspires you, matching it with what you have. And if you don't like it, you can If you're in the store, you can just not buy it, but like if you did buy it, then like you can give it to somebody. Have like a plan for it, so you don't have to wait till you have a ton of money in order to explore and experiment with your style. Start now, start small, start with like a simple Pinterest board, inspiration and stuff like that. And like Brandy was saying before too, also look into the people with your body shape, because that'll also encourage you to understand like what will look good based on your silhouette and your body shape and stuff like that. So definitely do that. A lot of tips. You definitely got it. It just takes some time. Be patient with yourself, and it's always evolving throughout time. It's not a one-time stop thing. My style has changed significantly, hers has too. So thank you for listening, and if you like this content, please comment, share, subscribe, and share with a friend who would like this content.
Bye y'all.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.